Okay, so let me try this again. I tried to make a video. I'll explain in a second. Okay, it's 12 hours later from when I made my video this morning. As you can see, I look like hell now. Um, I I had class until 1:45. Went to Amy's. Then went to my apartment, got my grill and my grilling stuff. Went and got sweet tea. Went and picked up Christy. Went and basically went to the tailgate for our football game today. That's why I'm wearing my SFA colored ribbons, bows today. Because I've had them for over a year and I've never worn them. And so I really wanted to be spirited and wear them where other people could see that I was spirited. You know, what's the point of being spirited with bows in your hair if nobody's gonna see? So, um, uh, we get to the tailgate. Um, I thought when I agreed to grill, I thought, oh, I'll be making a couple hamburgers and hot dogs for the other staff members. No, I was grilling. I was standing in front of the hot grill, like really hot grill. They bought Matchlight to use, and damn, I've used Matchlight like once since I got my grill, and I didn't remember how hot and long that stuff burns. I much prefer my slow burn of my Hickory Kingsford charcoal. I know it's kind of an endorsement, but Kingsford Hickory or Mesquite charcoal is a nice slow controlled burn. You cook your food pretty evenly. With this, it was kind of just, I couldn't take my eyes off the grill because the coals were so hot, and cooking the meat so fast that I couldn't just, like I at one point I was pretty much still standing over the grill, and it was just so hot that like I burned a couple hot dogs. And I mean, people ate them, but I mean, I was just like, they're burned because this fire is like way too hot, but you can have them. And people were like, okay, I'll take them. And I got, I definitely got a couple looks, and I think they were like, is she really grilling and actually doing it well? I think that's where those looks were for. I was the only girl grilling, I believe, especially that involved in it. I mean, I was the only one grilling for the student publications, so it wasn't like I had anyone else trading off with me. Like, I stood over that hot grill with smoke constantly in my face in the sun for 2 hours straight. Like, I didn't sit down from the time I got there until after we ran out of food. And after we ran out of hamburgers, and Mark told me to just shut it down pretty much. I finally went and sat down, and I was gonna let I was gonna relax while the coals burned out, and that's when I finally sat down. But yeah, I'm so tired. Like, my makeup's gone, my hair probably doesn't look the best. I will take some dark circles, probably from my mascara and my exhaustion. I have a slight headache, I think, from not eating all day, and yeah, being in the sun like that. Yeah, so uh, that was actually my first tailgate, I believe, since I've come to SFA. And I believe maybe my third tailgate ever. Um, uh, I think I went to one at Tarleton, um, and I think one at SFA in 2006, and then this one. Oh, actually, I don't think I went to one in 2006. Anyways, but this is, my first official tailgate at SFA, and like at first, Christy was like, "Oh my gosh, those guys have beer," and I was like, "Yeah, I think that's the point of the tailgating here." Like, I've heard stories of like my grandma went to like pretty much her last and final SFA football game. She went to. She said some of the students were so drunk they were falling. They couldn't make it up the steps at the stadium, and that she was pretty much like, "Wow, not coming back and doing this again." And falling all over the place. She said it was just a mess, and yeah, I mean, like at one point, I think it was when Mark and I were throwing away the charcoal, or the hot coals. This guy was like, "I'm totally gonna get you wasted Saturday and Sunday." Like some girl, I couldn't see him. They were behind me, and I didn't turn around. And I was just like, yeah, getting wasted on Saturday and Sunday. I remember when I used to do that. And I also remember all those F's. And now all the trouble I'm going through with financial aid because of that. Yeah, and I mean, it's over 100 degrees, Do you really want to be wasted in 100-degree weather, trying to pay attention to a football game, which we're winning by a lot. Last I checked, it was 50-something to 6, and it's been, McMurray's only had 6 for about half the game. But yeah, I mean, I just remember that was fun, but from what I understand, I'm not experienced in the tailgating, but from my understanding, it's all about grilling and drinking, like pre-gaming at its finest, literally, like you're pre-gaming, not like pre-gaming as in drinking before you go to the bar, but like pre-gaming as in before a football game. Yeah, I mean, that's what I always thought tailgating was about, and but apparently, the beer isn't necessarily just you walk up to some guy and say, "Hey, can I have a beer?" Unless you're this thin, and then you do that. And but I've never been that size, so I'm not experienced in the random walking up and getting a beer. And plus, I can't drink beer anymore, so that makes that easy. I think I would have, could I drink beer, I would have had maybe a beer, while I was grilling. But I definitely wasn't there to get drunk, and I think I would feel pretty crappy right now had I gotten drunk or drank any excessive amounts. I feel pretty hot and nasty and tired and exhausted and dirty, and I have a slight headache. That's how I feel right now, and I just drank sweet tea, and before I got there I drank water. That's how I feel now, with no beer. So I don't want to know what these kids who have been tailgating since 1 or 2 in the afternoon and feel like now. But yeah, I had fun though. I definitely want to do it again. Definitely want to grill again. Next time, I don't want to be standing in the direct sun. I need aluminum foil next time. I prefer cooking my burgers on aluminum foil so they don't fall through the grill, which happened once. Oh, luckily only once. And And I also didn't know I was going to be cooking burgers. I thought it was just hot dogs, so I didn't bring my spatula. I just brought my tongs, which worked fairly well. Only one burger fell apart. Well, two, if you count the one that fell apart, because it was at the bottom of the bag. Yeah, he bought the bag of hamburger patties, but one fell apart because it was at the bottom of the bag, and one fell apart because of the way the tongs tried to pick it up to flip it, and then one fell through the grill. But somebody ate the one that fell in half. It fell into two pieces, because it was still a good sized burger, and it was still perfectly good. It was just like kind of cut, like there was like 3/4 over here and then a 1/4 over here. But this guy was like, I'll take it. I'm like, okay, it's perfectly good, it's just in two pieces. And so yeah, I definitely want to do it again, but definitely with some alterations next time, like less heat and maybe a break in there. Yeah, so I haven't eaten all day, and I'm trying to now. Well, I've eaten since I've been home, but haven't even made it through one slice of pizza. Which, yeah, I'll make another video later and explain what I've had to eat this entire week. And yeah, mentally, it sounds like I'm starving, but stomach-wise, I feel just fine. So yeah, okay, that's enough.